Okay, I can say it
Or
now.
are we
So,
gonna play something, or are we gonna fucking stand around?
well, hold on though. We could play, but I do want to say this story. I did a horrible mistake. I downloaded Grinder, and right off the bat, that's crazy. Um, do you know what Grinder is, Tristan?
Yeah, it's an app
He's
for
very
hustlers
familiar.
to come
Yeah.
together.
Well, they say on the app it's for dating. It is not for dating. 90% of the people's profiles are asses, dicks, and abs. There's no faces. No faces on this horrible platform. Well, I find someone,
Good for you.
they they don't have a filter on their face. They're not in like taking the most perfect picture with perfect lighting. So I'm like, oh okay, this person's cute. They're trans. Um,
Boo!
it's
Wait.
it's
Okay, go on.
it's nighttime. I'm like, I've never done this before, but I guess come over. They come
Uh
over.
huh.
Uh, Immediately, I'm like, the vibes are just fucking off immediately. Like this person's 6'3". They're fucking tall. They have a 10 o'clock
Why?
shadow. They have a 10 o'clock shadow.
They have a. What
Yeah,
does that mean?
like they had stubble all over the face, like all over the face. They have this evil like fent smile, like a druggie, and I'm like, oh geez, and they're already at my house. They're already at my house, so I'm just like, kind of feel cornered. So I'm like, oh, come this way.
So you're cooked.
Yeah. So I'm you know, they're like, can I take a piss? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I'm just panicking. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna.
Did they piss and then leave and then just left the bathroom a mess?
No, 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 no. They did
Dude,
fuck
that'd
with
be
my
so
toilet though.
ball.
They did fuck with my goddamn toilet though. They said, "Oh, your toilet's having trouble flushing." I was like, "Yeah, I need a maintenance guy to work on it." I didn't realize they fucked with the toilet as well. That motherfucker. I said the toilet works. You just gotta hold it. And so I had to fix my toilet today. But
Dude, that'd be so baller though. Imagine you went over to someone's house and you just like clogged their shit up and just bounced. Yeah. Yo,
I wish that
that
happened,
would be
Tristan.
fucking badass.
I wish that happened. But so they get out. Um, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, let's go to the bedroom. And we go to the bedroom, and I'm like, oh Jesus, I'm about to have like sex with this person I don't want to have sex with like at all. But
Why?
I feel pressured because they were like, they just weren't. They had really awful vibe. They had 10 o'clock shadow. They were 6'3". Um, so they were pretty chopped. They had an evil smile.
Okay. Chopped is insane.
Well, they were. I mean, I guess they had a pretty.
Chopped is
They had
so
they did.
random to just bring in.
Well, they had a pretty face and like a nice body, but they had a 10 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, that's how it all starts.
But anyway, the deed's about to happen, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to be here. Um, I unfortunately did give fellatio and got fellatio, but I was like, and they didn't even do the courtesy of
Is
shaking
that like
hands.
the cat from Monster Hunter?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah, yeah. You're right, Tristan. You're right. It is what it is. Well, it happened. We get to the deed, and I'm someone who has performance anxiety. But performance anxiety for me is I normally stay hard
Hmm.
during sex the whole time. I just don't come. Or occasionally, once in a blue moon, I'll go soft in the middle of sex. Well, the deed's about to happen.
Hey,
Hmm.
you only need you only need to do you only need to be able to last 3 strokes, Jacob.
That's
We
true.
call that a birdie, and we
That's
take those all day.
dude. I don't.
Yep.
Oh wait, before going soft, I don't come though. That's the thing. I sex is unenjoyable. But I I'm at the deed. They're assholes right there. I'm about to put my wiener in it, and I'm like,
Okay.
all of a sudden,
Javen, cover yours.
I'm about to
Okay,
do
keep
it.
going.
My dick starts going soft. My heart starts racing. I start
Uh huh.
hyperventilating, and I start shaking. I start violently shaking. I had like a panic attack out of nowhere, a horrible panic attack, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like literally like can we I'm sorry, this never happens, blah blah blah. And I just like turned to the and they're like, oh shit. And then but I'm glad that happened because I did not want to do this. And as they were trying to talk me out of this panic attack, I found out this person's legitimately schizophrenic. Legitimate, they're like no stretch of the word. Like an actual schizophrenic person is in my house,
Acaba.
How?
and they're they start being like, they're like, God tells me things. They start off small, start off like small. I'm like, okay, that could mean anything. That could mean anything. They're like,
This
yeah,
story's goaded.
I have an interesting day. I'm shown
Hmm.
signs. I follow my signs. I'm like, whatever. This person might just be spiritual. It's fine. Whatever. Then all of a sudden, they're like, what's the definition of music? Oh, what's the meaning of music? And I'm like, I guess like artistic expression. And they're like, no, the meaning of music is me. I'm the meaning of music. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I'm like, I guess, like, I guess, yeah. I mean, we do listen to music. It's only usually for us. That is the meaning. And and as I'm saying that, they're like, no, like, it's me. Music was made for me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just going with it. And they're like, can I be honest? And I was like, yeah. Well,
No.
by the way, I'm having a panic attack this whole time. This whole time I'm hyperventilating. I'm just talking so I'm not like focused on the panic attack. Even talking about
Very well.
now, like it like get brings back the symptoms. I still get like shake. I'm getting shaky right now talking about this. But
Damn.
yeah.
Traumatized.
No, I was. I seriously was. Um I fucking I they fuck all of a sudden, you know, we're talking, just trying to get them to like fucking I'm just trying to talk just to talk myself down. All of a
Uh
sudden,
huh.
they fucking they snap. They
Hmm.
literally snap their finger. I'm like, "Huh? Like what'd you do?" And they're like
Okay.
they're like, "Did you see it? Did you see it move?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like what I'm looking at like this coat hanger like, "Oh, no, it didn't move. See, I can move things with my mind." They literally fucking said that, Tristan. There's a crazy person in my house. and and they fucking all of a sudden they like, hey, can I be honest? I'm like, yeah. While I'm having a panic attack, they're like, I'm the reason this happened. Weird stuff always happens to me. I'm a wizard boy. And I was like, oh, this person's crazy. This person's crazy. Like, they're like, and then they said some nerd shit. They were like, yeah, have you watched the show Naruto? I've been practicing my
Okay.
my resin gun. My Naringan or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Wait. Did they show it? Did they show it?
they said, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that's why you're having a panic attack. They're not busting my balls or anything, Tristan. They believe this. They believe this, Tristan. They believe this happened. And um, all of a sudden, we're talking, and it gets more eerie because they're talking more and more, and they
Yeah.
keep snapping in the middle of it, and they're like, oh, I thought it would happen again. It's the weird stuff always happens, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, oh my god, there's a fucking schizophrenic person in my house. I need to get them out
Uh
of my
huh.
house. And so like at some point they go like, um, there's a like your face looks different, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? And like, I think I changed your face. And I was like, okay, okay.
Hell yeah.
And they fucking like, I finally get them to the point where they're like I'm talked down, but I'm just kind of talking to them because I'm trying to like work in like, hey, by the way, like I want you out of my house pretty much, but I'm trying to say like a nice way to say it. So I say that as we're walking to the door, they were
Hmm.
like, I'm glad you turned out the way you did. Like my other option was I was gonna beat you up, and I was like, huh? As some, as some.
Hey, you listen, dude. I understand. You have to have a backup plan. All right,
Mhm.
that makes sense. You have to have a way
Yeah,
out.
of course, of course.
And like, as I'm walking them out, they're like, oh, do you feel feelings for me? I'm like, no.
No,
I didn't
you
say
do.
no.
Am I special to
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Well, they said, "Am I special to you?" And I was like, and I was like, I don't really feel feelings for people. I'm not like I don't feel feelings like that, which is kind of partially true. I don't actually crush on people or anything. I'm kind of like a robot in that regard. But
Yeah, this guy thinks he's Sigma. All right, keep going.
I'm Sigma. Well, I finally get into the car, and I'm just like, the second they fucking drive away, I
Yeah.
I turn around,
Hmm.
deadpan, fucking speed walk into my house, block their number, deleted Grinder, deleted that fucking app, and I wanted to cry, like actually wanted to cry. It was one of the worst things I've dealt with. I I
He saw me in the Discord at 2 a.m. I was sleeping, but he texted me on Snapchat too. He's just like, dude, like, can you fucking join the call, please?
I was shook. I wanted to cry. And the next day happens. I still have Tinder. I look at it, and it's just Tinder. I look at Tinder, and all of a sudden my stomach has knots in it. I'm like, I
Uh huh.
feel sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on dating apps anymore. I don't even want to like this ruined dating apps for me in general. And
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, that was what happened. I felt like that whole. Oh, and also I locked my doors after they left because I was like, this person kind of gives off weird energy. I don't know if they're gonna like murder me or
He
something.
wanted to beat me up.
Yeah, I didn't know if
Like, they're like, is that a joke? But you don't even try and joke about it
this.
because you want this insane
But
person to be gone.
Tristan, this sounds like this person was fucking with me, or like I'm like exacerbating it. I think this person's genuinely a schizophrenic person, but they just didn't realize it yet. Like they genuinely. Oh, and at one point they said they see stuff, like they see colors and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
they
The
kept
snapping shit, dude.
the snapping shit.
If
yeah.
someone did the snapping shit, I would have laughed. That's fucking hilarious.
Did you
No,
see
Like
that?
if
Did you
that
see
happened to me,
that curtain? Did that curtain change colors?
well,
Oh dang! It didn't work this time.
well, at some point they scare the shit out of me because they're skipping to go get their shit, and I laugh. I genuinely laugh because I thought it was funny, and they go,
hmm
"Did you laugh at me?" Just deadpan. There's no like, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, please don't rape or murder me right now. No, like I'm like no, and like they go I'm like, I just, I just, it was funny. You're having fun, so I laughed. Haha. I'm just trying to talk my way. Yeah, the whole thing was weird. I was having a panic attack the whole time. Just, I felt disassociated. Like there was no thoughts in my brain. The only thoughts were get this person out of my house.